Hey everybody, and welcome to the Anfield Eye. My name is Mal, and I am going to go through the match Liverpool played against Bournemouth yesterday at Anfield. Anfield was electric. The emotional Liverpool kicked off their Premier League campaign with a 4-3 thriller against Bournemouth. But this wasn't just about goals. This was Diogo Jota's night, from the black armbands to the 20th minute applause that echoed all around Anfield. The tribute that hit every Liverpool heart, and when Salah buried the winner in stoppage time, it felt like the football gods were scripting themselves. But let's talk about the madness too, because this match had everything that you would expect from Liverpool's opener at Anfield. On Hugo Ekitike scoring on his debut, Bournemouth pulling off a comeback that had fans chewing their scarves, and Arne Slot pacing the touchline like he's been managing the Premier League for years. If you love Liverpool, if you love the drama, and if you want to stay plugged into every twist and turn of this wild season, make sure you hit that subscribe button to the Anfield Eye. We've got match breakdowns, transfer gossips, and Arne Slot approved banter every single week. And don't forget to follow us on X as well for real-time updates. It's going to be a real blast, and you are more than welcome to join me in reviewing Liverpool's season. Hopefully we go back to back. So what did we learn yesterday at Anfield? Well, at Anfield what we learned yesterday is that we did good. We could do better. The lineup that we put out at Anfield yesterday was Alisson in goal. Then you had Van Dijk, Konate, Kerkez, and Frimpong playing wing backs. Then you had Wirtz, Szoboszlai, McAllister in midfield, and then up front you had Salah and Gapco with Ekitike playing in the number 9 role. How did we perform? Well, to be honest, before the match started, there was a lovely tribute paid to Diogo Jota and Andre Silva at Anfield. It really was a sight for sore eyes. You could just see all the fans, they were holding up coloured placards to form a very, very beautiful mural, and the players were as amazed as the fans. And I think it was a great tribute to a great player for Liverpool. We could have done with Diogo Jota yesterday. And I'm going to come on to Chiesa's contribution, but it's quite telling that Chiesa did what Diogo Jota would have done had he still been playing for Liverpool. Let's get into the match. So, in all, in total, there were 6 goals scored. Ekitike opened the scoring, assisted by McAllister. Gapco then scored on the 49th minute, assisted by Hugo Ekitike. Semenyo scored 2 goals in the 64th and 77th minute, and then Chiesa came on and scored on the 88th minute, with Salah the icing on the cake, 90 minutes plus 4. It was quite an astonishing match. Arne Slot did make a big call in starting McAllister over Curtis Jones, but I thought that was a really good decision. We were missing Ryan Gravenberch because he was suspended, having been sent off against Crystal Palace in the last match of the season last season. So we had to play without Ryan Gravenberch. The first half, according to This Is Anfield, heartwarming tributes were paid to Diogo Jota and his brother Andre Silva. That paved way for a raucous atmosphere at the Kop as the Kop worked through songbook on the first game of Liverpool's title defence. It was a fast start with both Hugo Ekitike and Mo Salah bright early on, and the Frenchman was subject to a shocking VAR decision when Marcos Senese was adjudged to not have handballed. But then if you look at the coverage on Sky, it was a handball. But to be honest with you, I'm pretty glad that he wasn't sent off, because it would have just that would have been the only talking point of the match, and then Liverpool's victory would have been tarred, because other opposition supporters would have said, well, you got a Bournemouth player sent off at Anfield and the referees are all in Liverpool's pocket, and so in a way, I'm glad that there wasn't a sending off for that. But then Liverpool took the lead after its restart. Ekitike benefiting from a lucky bounce to find some himself one-on-one with the goalkeeper before finishing with a reassuring calmness. Now, if I would have put Nunes in Ekitike's shoes, I would have probably questioned whether that would have been 1-0 to Liverpool. So, is Ekitike an upgrade to Darwin Nunes? I think so. In the second half, Ekitike was again at the heart of the move as Liverpool extended their lead less than 4 minutes into the second half, making a smart run into space before holding the ball up and laying it off for Cody Gakpo. Gakpo did the rest, twice dummying a shot before firing in for 2-0. And then that's when Liverpool started to drop off and Liverpool's defence started to look a little bit wavy. Slot did make some interesting substitutions. Frimpong and Milos Kerkez came on. Frimpong came off because he was feeling a slight tinge in his hamstring, so totally understandable why Frimpong came off. Milos Kerkez was looking a little bit tired as well. I do agree with those substitutions, but they made a significant impact on the team when we lost those two players. The Reds were caught on a turnover with neither fullback in position. David Brooks was freed down the right and up against Konate, who was able to deliver a ball for Semenyo to make it 2-1, and then Semenyo again ran pretty much the whole length of the pitch to make it 2-2. And then that was when the Liverpool fans all of a sudden started to think, hang on a minute, what's going on here? This wasn't written in the script. We were comfortable winning 2-0, and now we are looking at a 2-2 draw and 1 point shared with Bournemouth on the opening day. But the Italian giant Federico Chiesa came on as a last roll of the dice, and it paid off. The Italian volleying with 88 minutes on the clock to secure an unlikely win. Really, really good. I'm gonna show you some pictures of Chiesa's goal. It really was a winning goal. It was much needed response from the champions, and came on an achingly emotional night with Salah in tears as he saluted the cop at full time, the toll of Jota's death etched on his face. So the man of the match yesterday was Hugo Ekitike. Some fans are saying Mo Salah was the man of the match. The subs not used were Mamadashvili, Harvey Elliott, Nioni, and Ngamoa. And that's pretty much the story of the match yesterday. Arne Slot then had a press conference after, and he did make some telling comments in regards to the match. How he summed up the emotions from the game. If you have half an hour, I can't explain how I feel what the main emotion should be, how impressive and powerful the tribute to Diogo Jota was, the banner the cops showed, the way You'll Never Walk Alone was sung, the way they sung for Diogo before the game, in the first minute, after 20 minutes, and at the end of the game. It was also impressive and so powerful. On the dramatic end, with Chiesa getting on the score sheet after the fans sung for him so many times during the game already and last season as well, I think it's very nice for him to give them something in return, and that's definitely what he did today. Great game, 3 teams involved in a great game. You'll ask me why 3. Of course, Bournemouth and us played full gas for 96 minutes or even longer. I think the referee kept the game going and didn't blow his whistle every single time and every small thing. I think it was a great game to watch, and in the end we won it, so that helps for my emotions. But I think this is what you would like to see. To be honest, it was a great game. It was a great match. We won 4-2, but we at 2-2 were beginning to think we have dropped 2 points, and we are going to finish this match on 1 point. On whether Chiesa's future is at Liverpool, Arne Slot said as long as he's here, he's definitely at Liverpool, and I have no reason to believe something is going to change. He's had a hard time last season getting his match fitness ready. Unfortunately for him, he missed out on the Asia Tour as well, so then you miss quite a lot. But not only him, Joe Gomez the same, and we've lost Connor Bradley. So hopefully Chiesa stays, and Chiesa plays the role of Diogo Jota. I think Chiesa would be happy with that. The fans love him, and he can come on with 10 minutes to go, 20 minutes to go, and make a difference this season. So hopefully, fingers crossed, Chiesa is our Diogo Jota for this season. Why he thinks the supporters have taken to Chiesa so well, Arne Slot said that's difficult for me to tell you, because although I'm also a fan of the club, I am never standing on the Kop, and I don't come up with these songs. The only thing I can come up with is that Federico had a great history. He was a big player deciding to go from Italy to England. You don't see it that much, players from Italy to going to England. I don't know, maybe it's also a nice song to sing. On the first half incidents involving the racist incident against Semenyo, Arne Slot said, I think it is under investigation with the police now, and the club made a very clear statement about what we feel about this. Unfortunately, we definitely have to talk about it. It's a good thing you talk about this, and it's a good thing I have to answer it. So it was quite it kind of tarred the whole situation, the whole match. As a Liverpool fan, it's not something that you really enjoy watching when the police get involved, and they did. It is currently under police investigation, so the less said about that, the better. On Salah and how he is feeling after his reaction at full time, I'm not sure, because I didn't ask him. I actually didn't want to go in after the game, because I found it so special how our fans reacted today and how they kept on singing at the end of the game for Diogo. I think the whole day and the whole game is, every time you think you cannot expect more from Liverpool fans, they top this or they overperform again. What a tribute I think Mo felt after the game, how special that was, and probably he felt the emotion. Yeah, I mean, look at this image. This image is absolutely beautiful. Andre Silva at the Anfield stand, and Diogo Jota at the Kop with their shirt numbers 30 and 20 on display. It really was quite an impressive display by Liverpool Football Club. On Bournemouth's 2 goals and what went wrong in those moments, well, Arne Slot said not a lot. Normally you can complain about our players not sprinting back hard enough, but they did. The only thing you need to do better, but it's in an ideal world, is where do you lose the ball. The first ball is there. Something I can say about losing the ball with a trick if you're 2-0 up is not necessary. Maybe if you're 1-0 down or you really need a goal and you want to force something, but in the moment I think it's not possible to lose the ball like Szoboszlai did. The second goal, we are a team that likes to attack. We are a team that wants to score goals, rest defense in order. The moment we lost the ball, we were 2v1 against their number 9, but instead of what Mo usually does, which is getting a cross in or getting a shot in, he squared it behind. Szoboszlai lost the ball, and then Semenyo went on to score. I think we could do better, and hopefully there will be better game management as the season goes on. But it was a honest press conference from Arne Slot, and hopefully we will learn from the lessons against Bournemouth. Looking on X, we can see some wonderful updates from Liverpool FC. Mo Salah on the opening day, again he scored. He's got an absolutely amazing record on the opening day of the Premier League, and he has had for the last maybe 7-8 years. He has scored in pretty much every opening game for Liverpool. Federico Chiesa with a huge moment in front of the Kop. It really was an astonishing finish from Federico Chiesa. It was the kind of finish I would have expected to see from Diogo Jota, and then you had Mo Salah come on and score his goal, make it 4-2 in the Kop. And so yeah, amazing, really good to see. Hugo Ekitike opening the scoring one-on-one with the goalkeeper. That's all we ask as Liverpool fans, is that whenever you get a chance, you put it away. If you get 3 chances and you only take one, we're really happy to see you take that one chance and score a goal. The tributes again were highlighted on Liverpool FC's X account. Really, really wonderful to see, and I'm sure the players were also in awe. Impeccably observed period of silence for Diogo and Andre, and then Liverpool FC posting "It's good to be back" with a 4-2 victory. ESPN FC posted 15 hours ago Liverpool's tribute to Diogo Jota ahead of their first Premier League game of the season, and then Mo Salah making it 4-2 and doing a Diogo Jota celebration was really nice to see. Hugo Ekitike also doing a Diogo Jota celebration, again really nice to see. 4-2 full time. I would pretty much put Chiesa on the front page if I was reporting on the match, because had Chiesa not scored that goal, I doubt we would have walked away with the 3 points. ESPN, Hugo Ekitike scores his first Premier League goal for Liverpool. He held up the number 24 Diogo Jota. Really nice touch. And finally, you've got Liverpool FC, Mo Salah and Van Dijk, our most senior players, enjoying the moment. So, guys, what do you think? Do you agree with me? Liverpool were not in control of that match yesterday, but our firepower was far superior to Bournemouth. And at Anfield, we are a different beast. We could do better. We will do better. We trust Arne Slot. I trust Arne Slot. We will make a big difference. I think we are on the right track. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.